All right, guys, today we're going to talk about my 4 favorite supplements to help out with treating IBS, Crohn's, and colitis. These are by no means things that you just take and everything magically disappears. They're tools to help us better fine-tune our body. Just like we need a wrench a wrench isn't going to fix a car, but, a wrench is going to help out if we know how to use it correctly. So I've seen people take these and heal their IBS, Crohn's, and colitis. And I've seen people take these and not heal their IBS, Crohn's, and colitis. And I've seen, we have to understand what's going on behind the scenes, which modern and holistic medicine are just completely clueless about. They have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. Hippocrates, I don't even know if Hippocrates said this. People make up a lot of crap, but supposedly, Hippocrates said that disease starts in the gut, and this is the furthest thing from the truth. Disease starts in the brain. I don't even like using the word disease. I like to say the word conditions. These conditions start in the brain. Everyone who has IBS, Crohn's, and colitis, they're going to have a ring-shaped formation in their brainstem where the intestines are controlled. 100% of the time. This isn't up for debate. This is 100% of the time. You're going to have a ring-shaped formation on your CT scans in the brainstem. And when the symptoms go away, it's not a complete emotional issue, but there's a lot of emotional issues going on. And so during the healing process of these conditions, our body's going to have to go through a lot of nutrients, and there's some other things to kind of help us regulate our mood and make us more pleasant. Usually a lot of us with these conditions are under a lot of stress, and that does not help things out. But a quick recap on what's going on. You experience an indigestible morsel. All of our organs developed for a very specific survival purpose. Our brain controls our whole entire body. When we experience a conflict shock, and let's say we experience it as an indigestible morsel. I can't believe my neighbor ran over my dog. What a jerk. It doesn't even have to be something so severe. It could just be, I can't believe my cat is licking his balls in front of me right now. How inconsiderate. Yeah, he's licking them again. It might be his butthole, I'm not sure. Probably both. And I just kissed him on his face. I know, it's disgusting. Some people could experience that as an indigestible morsel. I just think it's funny and disgusting. So while we're conflict active, you're just conflict active that your neighbor ran over your dog and he's laughing about it and he doesn't care, and he said, keep that mutt on a leash next time. So as that's happening, I'm developing more gut muscles. I'm building more gut muscles, not muscles, but cells, to help me digest that indigestible morsel. And then when it gets resolved, maybe I get my neighbor back by running over his dog or something, or I run over his rose bushes and I feel like the conflict is over. Then it's time for my body to get rid of these gut cells. And that's when you get the diarrhea and the blood and the mucus and all that fun jazz and the pain. And we get stuck in this hanging healing due to something called conflict relapses and tracks. So let's say every time I see my neighbor, I get reminded of all the horrible things he's done, and I become angry or become emotional. Maybe we have this relationship where 1 month we're friends and the next month we want to strangle each other. It's off and on, off and on, off and on. So that's what's going on behind the scenes, and what we're trying to do is help get us through the healing phase. And the healing phase is going to require a lot of nutrients in order to stitch us back together, to get rid of those extra gut cells, and then to build new gut cells. We're going to need nutrients. So this is why my first supplement that I like to recommend are organ capsules. These are desiccated organ capsules, freeze-dried organ meats. These can be, there's quite a few brands on the market now, but this is the best vitamin pills that you can get. There are a lot of different brands. I recommend these, but instead of taking the processed vitamin pills, I would take these organ capsules. They're going to have lots of minerals, lots of vitamins, and all sorts of other good stuff. They're whole food. I highly recommend these. And then we're going to have something that's going to help us regulate our mood, so we're not always like flying off the hinge, like, my neighbor did this, my neighbor did that. We need help chilling out. Chances are you're on things that are just stimulating you 24/7. A lot of your medications you're on for Crohn's, IBS, and colitis, they're stimulants. They have you on edge. How much caffeine are you drinking? How much coffee are you drinking? These things are stimulants, and they make you an asshole. They make you emotional. And when we're trying to go through the healing phase, which is a vagatonic rest and digest thing, and we're putting all these stimulants in us to put us in this sympathetic state, it just makes it more difficult. So CBD oil is a great tool for us to use. Another thing on the nutritional side, the next two are nutritional supplements, is codfish liver oil, fermented codfish liver oil with high mineral butter. Now, you can only get this from one company, I believe, and they're Green Pastures in America. And this is what Weston A. Price used to kind of help get those fat-soluble vitamins back into our diets. So it's going to have vitamin A, it's going to have vitamin D, it's going to have vitamin E, and the high mineral butter will have vitamin K2. And these are the fat-soluble vitamins our body needs to thrive. They're the only brand that I recommend, and I know there's a lot of controversy in that realm, but this is the most natural product and most nutrient-dense product. I don't like it when they refine these things, because vitamin D, for example, there's like 13, 15 different types of vitamin D that we know of, and then the only thing people talk about is vitamin D3. So there's just, I like getting it from the natural source because it's just so much better for our bodies to use. There's more in it. Then we have whey protein powder. Now, your body goes through a lot of protein when you're in the healing phase, especially if you've been stuck in the healing phase for 10 years. And like a lot of these people, they look like skeletons and they don't have much meat on their bones. Whey is the easiest to digest, most complete protein there is. So I would do like at least 1 scoop a day. Whey protein powder has helped me put on a ton of weight. Even when I was at a healthy weight, there's not one bodybuilder in the world that doesn't use protein powder, unless they're like a vegan bitch and they just eat those disgusting plant-based powders. We want to use whey powder. It is the easiest to digest source of protein. I recommend that you get the more organic brands and the brands that are more organic and raw. And if you are dairy intolerant or lactose intolerant, you need to wake up. You need to wake up. You are not allergic to baby food. Do I need to smack you again? You are not allergic to baby food. This is the most easiest to digest food on the planet. Get that idea out of your head. You need to reprogram your subconscious to understand that this food is nutritious, easy to digest, and safe for you to consume. It is safe. And some ways you can help reprogram your subconscious is, list like 5 things about this food. Oh, it's healthy. Oh, Mike said it's okay. I enjoy it. It's going to help me put on weight, instead of, oh my God, it has easy to digest nutrients and easy to digest minerals and it's going to kill me. Like my blood pressure just spiked, doing that imitation. And there's people who actually believe this stuff. Your symptoms are brought on by your programs, by your special programs. And if you believe that, if easy to digest dairy is, a dangerous food And, last time you had dairy, you were thrown into a horrible flare, when in reality it was when your neighbor ran over your dog or something, whatever your conflict shock was. I don't know what it was. That I blamed peanut butter for a very long time for, a lot of my digestive issues. And turns out it wasn't the peanut butter. It was me going through a very stressful time with one of my ex-girlfriends. Because it was like super stressful. And once I realized that, I was able to let that go and have my peanut butter. I like to have English muffins with a peanut butter on them. It's delicious. That was like my snack in the morning growing up. So guys, these are the supplements I recommend. And if you want to learn more about IBS, Crohn's, and colitis and how to actually heal it instead of being on boring, bland diets and dangerous, expensive drugs for the rest of your life, I have tons of free content on my YouTube channel. So I'd appreciate if you hit that like button and the subscribe button. I come out with videos 3 times a week now. And if you're really serious about healing your gut, and I mean serious, like I don't want any like penny pincher, cheapskates. This is more of a pricey product. I want to work with people who are passionate about healing their health and are really passionate about learning G&M and getting serious and having fun with it as well. But, with no crap. Like, I'm sorry, we don't do refunds. Like, we want people who are serious and are committed to learning this and getting better. I have tons of people who have gotten better, but recently though, I'm just sick and tired of working with lazy people and stupid people and people who aren't willing to invest in their health and take their health seriously. And if that offends you, too bad. I don't care. People who aren't willing to spend money on their health, like, honestly, you don't deserve your health. Sorry. No, not sorry. So that's it, guys. We're being a lot pickier who we let into our group recently, but that's all I have, guys. Enjoy the free content and let me know how German New Medicine is working out for you. Are you able to eat your favorite foods again? I'm going to America in a couple of weeks and I'm gonna eat Chipotle. We have this Italian restaurant that does these like deep fat fried pizza rolls. Man, guys, I am going to pig out. I've had deprived myself of tasty foods for a very long time, and there's reckoning to be had. So I'll see you guys later, and bye-bye.